Welcome to the Bold Analysis. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for better part of this week, or rather the last 2 weeks, Peter Munya has been campaigning with Martha Karua in central Kenya. And in those campaigns, Peter Munya went with Martha Karua in Meru, Tharaka Nithi, and the other counties. But conspicuously missing was Kiraitu Murungi, who is a governor candidate through the Mbas party, but Mbas party is part of Azimio la Umoja. So reports had been emerging of cracks in the Meru team. And remember, Meru is a very key vote basket that Raila Odinga would really love to pluck. Even though the two leaders, Peter Munya and Kiraitu Murungi, were rivals in 2017, and even in this general election, Munya wanted to go and vie for governor, but Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta asked him to stick with the national government because in case Raila forms the next government, he is the position, or rather the cabinet secretary in charge of agriculture. He's going to remain in that docket. And I want to understand that Raila Odinga was doing that intentionally to make sure that his stake in Azimio la Umoja is secured. But then there is a storm that is coming over there because it seems that there is still bad blood between Peter Munya and Kiraitu Murungi. So Kiraitu Murungi has asked in meeting Njuri Ncheke, even gave Njuri Ncheke 1 million to organize, 1 million shillings to organize a handshake between him and Peter Munya. According to Kiraitu Murungi, Peter Munya did not give them an opportunity to speak or neither inform them or rather campaigned with the other Azimio candidates in Meru. Even though we understand that in Meru, there are also candidates that support Martha Karua through her party, and also those that are still in Jubilee or other affiliate parties in Azimio la Umoja. And Kiraitu Murungi is a worried man because he's been sidelined. In a bid to really get the central, rather the Meru vote in the basket, I want to opine that this will be the first responsibility of Martha Karua to make sure that she brings these leaders together. Because I read that article and Kiraitu Murungi was saying that they respect Martha Karua and they support Martha Karua as now the leader, their leader who is now their captain. And what they would, I think they will expect is Martha Karua perhaps to endorse them and work with them. I want to agree with Munya here and say that for the sake of having one united front in the Meru and Tharaka Nithi areas, or rather in Meru County, Peter Munya needs to work with Kiraitu Murungi. Because Kiraitu Murungi is now feeling a little bit sidelined. Even though I think he's a national leader that is being underutilized. He's someone who has a national clout and he has worked with Martha Karua. So if there are people that should be around Martha Karua to give Raila Karua ticket the weight that it needs, I think Kiraitu Murungi should be part of those campaigns. So in this video, I'm going to be very brief. Just explain why I have a feeling that it's time for Martha Karua to swing into action and engineer a handshake between Munya and Kiraitu Murungi, second handshake, as a first responsibility. Njuri Ncheke had made their voice and they're saying that Munya and Kiraitu Murungi should and must work together to help Raila Odinga gather maximum votes in the Meru region. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video and you have not yet subscribed, I want to humbly request you to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and also give us the feedback, or let's also engage in the comment section. I normally say that kindly like our video. When you like our video, you are improving and also helping us increase the rating of this channel. I also want to say thank you to my good friend Kevin from Saudi Arabia, bro. Thank you very much for your support. Yeah, wale ambao wana buy chai, thank you. And yes, one thing, Meru can deliver. Meru has a registered number of voters that is 700,000. Now, these two leaders are the most formidable leaders in Meru. Munya and Kiraitu Murungi working together will deliver the maximum, that basket to its maximum. If you look at the campaigns, Peter Munya has that vigor. He's someone who knows how to engage with the masses and talk to people. Secondly, in central Kenya, UDA is grounded. And so for you to even get a chunk there, you need a leader who can face Deputy President William Ruto head on. Now, that person is one Peter Munya. Kiraitu Murungi is more of a gentleman politician who will just throw his salvos from... He's a very cold politician and is not very aggressive in terms of making attacks. But I think on the way William Ruto's campaigns are also very intensive, you also need to have a blend of a gentleman approach and also one that will go head on, and that is Peter Munya. Secondly, Kiraitu Murungi is a worried man because of Bithika Linturi. The other day, someone was asking me in this channel, Kevin, where is Bithika Linturi? Someone was asking me, why do you think he's not in campaigns? Or why do you think he's not in Azimio la Umoja campaigns? And not Azimio la Umoja, rather Kenya Kwanza campaigns, and mostly don't see him in the mainstream. Huh? One thing I want to say is this. The truth of the matter here is that when he got to that race late. So what he's been doing, before he got there, I think Kiraitu Murungi was just a one-man show in Meru. And being an incumbent, facing opposition from also the senator, who Bithika Linturi is not a pushover, he's also a very grounded politician there, he's feeling that he's most likely threatened. And his position, or rather that seat of governor, defending that seat, is a bit threatened. So this opposition is also making Peter Munya a little bit uncomfortable. And the wave, Bithika Linturi is simply riding on Uda wave and vying, also trying to hit an incumbent, which is a very easy political tool for someone to win an elective seat. So when he rides on Azimio la Umoja euphoria, he can mount a successful re-election bid. I don't understand why this rivalry is playing out while there is non-competitive interests. What is happening now is Kiraitu Murungi is vying for governor second term, although he's the person that dethroned Munya for second term. Even though he dethroned Munya in 2017, Munya still believes that he did not lose that election. But now Munya is in the national politics, the national government, and Kiraitu Murungi is in the county. So even if Munya will go back to the county, perhaps that will be 2027. Now, 2027, Munya will not seek re-election because if he wins, he's going to serve his second term. But if Munya goes back, Munya will be looking for a second term. So there is none of the competitive elective interest. But then that brings me to the last aspect, why Martha Karua must swing into action. The party interests are at the center of that rivalry. And Munya Kiraitu rivalry is not just basically the rivalry of the two, but of those two political parties. Because Peter Munya is the party leader of PNU, and Kiraitu Murungi has his own party known as the Mbas. Now the Mbas and the PNU have candidates all over the county. They are facing off, of course, because of the presence of Peter Munya there. He's facing off. I think President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga were the first people that engineered a handshake between these two leaders. Martha Karua can inject the new idea. She is the new face in it. And again, I prefer what someone was saying, that the branding of Martha Karua is thrusting her to the queen pin. I was told there is kingpin. Game Nation might have a queen pin. And by the way, let me just make a comment on this, on why I prefer Martha Karua taking charge. I think her PR team are doing a great job in branding her with, try to portray her as an African woman. Not even trying, though she's an African woman, she's born in Africa. But that PR team, the dresses, the dressing code is really the woman aspect. You can see the woman aspect in her. Now, the African woman PR concept is one that, according to me, makes her, give her the stature